Hello everybody, it's William here. Welcome to my channel. So previously we already get a functionality of augmented reality text. So let me show you the video that we recorded. So we got a lot of different material cubes stacked together, and we show our handle at the top of the global, golden sphere. Okay, William jamming, and that sounds pretty cool, right? So if you're new here, if you stumble upon this channel, a brief introduction. This channel is all about programming, about app development, about game development, about the incorporation of artificial intelligence, and you're watching a serious video about the augmented reality development using Apple's device. So we are at the episode of I think it's 7 now, and if you're interested, you can just go to my home page in YouTube and go to the playlist. We get all sort of a playlist here. So before we jump into our bootcamp, I have a small favor to ask you guys. I'm trying to apply for YouTube partner program, and I really need you to subscribe to my channel in order to reach that certain hurdle. So each and every one of you who subscribe to my channel will mean a huge difference to me. So I really appreciate your help. So you guys are amazing, and let's get back to it. So let's create a new project, and let me introduce you guys a new concept so you can have more interactive action with the augmented reality. So previously, I think that this previous 6 videos, we just automatically create a scene and create an anchor, create some entity to it, but we never actually have some sort of interaction with the sort of a virtual object that you created. Okay, so you might want to say rotate it, you might want to tap it, you might want to zoom it, and you may want to touch it in a sense. So what I'm going to do is to introduce you guys a pretty interesting concept called gesture. So we're going to use gesture to make your augmented reality app much more interactive. So my personal preference is that I'm going to use the minimum viable project, so MVP. This is a pretty important concept that I bring about now and then, is that I want to make the project minimum, and I want to make the project to demonstrate a certain functionality. So I think this is already pretty messy. We got a lot of land here. So this is just a sort of like a playground that we demonstrate. So let me just close it. Of course, you're going to save it, and to create a completely new project to demonstrate the gesture. So projects, remember you got augmented reality app, and you click next. This project will be gesture demonstration, something like that. So I'm going to say that this will be a gesture. Did I spell that correctly? I'm really terrible at spelling. Yeah, gesture demo, something like that. Okay, so let me just name it gesture demo. And interface with UI, of course, that is the future. Language Swift. I think we can't choose Objective-C now. And RealityKit is a sort of framework or technology. We don't need to include text, you just need to click next. And hopefully you got this directory here, and I'm going to say this is O2 gesture demo and create. And I think we can create this a hello world AR to rename it O1 hello world AR, something like that, and then create our projects. We can create a Git repository on your Mac, so you can just push that to the GitHub. We will do that in the future. Right now I just forgot to click it, so let's just stick with it because it's fairly small project. Okay, but if I have more time, I will update that to github.com/WilliamJamin, so don't you worry about that. Okay, so we got a sort of a standard project right now. We got some experience. Yeah, we don't need that, so let's start from scratch and delete the RC project that's automatically generated. And yeah, I think we still need a little bit of time to get things ready, but it's a shame when they generated, I just moved it to trash. Okay, and yeah, so the content view.swift is sort of a standard thingy generated using Swift UI and combination with RealityKit, and we got this yeah, return container. Yeah, we don't need to move that. AR view, yeah, we can leave the AR view. The box anchor try experience, we don't need that experience because the experience already been deleted. And we got this thing anchor append. Yeah, I think append we can leave it here and return AR view. Okay, so everything else is yeah, written by us. So let's start from scratch. So first, I'm trying to get a anchor here, so all the entity can have some place to attach to. So let our anchor will be, and I think you need to choose the device, the physical device, or any device, something like that, in order to get this auto prompt. If you can't do that, as I said in previous tutorial, you can use the help of Copilot, so it can automatically get that for you. Right now, I don't really like it because it will not sort of doing the autocomplete, and it will not using the help of artificial intelligence to prompt it. So I'm going to just save and open the same exact directory using Visual Studio Code and switch this Copilot functionality on. Okay, so I use the Visual Studio Code to achieve the Copilot thingy and completion. So yeah, let's continue. Write our anchor. Let our anchor will be. I'm going to use anchor entity to achieve that. So I'm going to test whether it will automatically jump up. Yeah, anchor entity. That's perfect. The anchor entity and applying horizontal minimum bounds. Let's just say it's the anchor entity. You don't need a minimum bounds. So okay, so let's just create a plane horizontal. I think that's already be suffice. You don't need that. So yeah, and yeah, this is just to automatically generate a child create box, and I don't know what the heck is box coming out. So yeah, let's just get rid of that. Let me create ourselves. So let's create a box this way. So let's anchor, yeah, box anchor try experience level. No, definitely not. I'm going to create our box from scratch. So box, and I'm going to use the model entity to create that. So model entity, generate box, brilliant, size 1. Yeah, let's just generate that. Create the mesh, generate box size 1, maybe a little bit small, maybe might a little bit bigger, maybe 02. Material, simple material, color red, metallic. I love metallics. So make it true, and I really love sort of a golden yellow color. So yeah, and of course you can add the whether it's sort of a smooth or not. So you can add the material scale parameter, roughness. Okay, so roughness and 0.0, so it will be a pretty smooth material. Yeah, so something like that. So once you got that, I'm going to use a sort of a collider, and the collider will give the exact shape of our box. So when you actually collide that, you are going to trigger a series of code that can, say, change the material or maybe change the text, something like that. Okay, so let's just say that let's grab our box our box, and we can generate collision shape because of true. So basically it's just got a sort of enclosed material that encloses our box, and this serves as a collider. If you look at my game development tutorial, you will know that a collider will used a lot, because you want sort of you treat your finger as another collider. That you collide with this box, you will trigger a series of algorithm that will change the material of our box. Okay, then the view anchor append box anchor. Where the heck does the box coming from? I think it's the Apple automatic generator. So anchor appends our anchor, and I think our box we haven't generated that yet. So I think our anchor add child our box to our anchor, and then append our anchor to the scene. I return AR view. So pretty standard stuff. And but once you tap this collider, you sort of need to trigger a code, and then maybe change the material of that box. So what I'm going to do is to make a sort of intermediary, and in the developer's jargon is called coordinator. So the coordinate between say the UI kit and the different targets. So you may be even use selector to select that. So if you don't know what heck I'm talking about, just bear with me, because it do involve a lot of previous knowledge to do that. Okay, so just bear with me. You just need to know that this coordinator that coordinate between different files. Okay. So we haven't write the coordinator code yet. So let's just prepare that. So sort of building the framework thing. So after we have created AR view, what I'm going to do is to add a recognizer, so it can recognize the gesture that we are doing. So AR view and dot, I'm going to add a gesture recognizer, and recognizer AR view action selector. This is a sort of a typical C Objective C syntax. So what I'm going to do is to using the AI tap gesture recognizer that compilers automatically suggest, which means that when you tap the user interface, and this tap will be recognized the gesture, and once you recognize it, you will just do a target and a action. Okay, so this should be a align, and this action should be a selector. We haven't done this code yet, so I'm going to just leave it blank, just to leave it blank, because I haven't finished that, and let's just leave it here. Okay, so and then because I don't want to get all sorts of errors and sort of interference with the compiler, so I'm just comment that. So it won't get fit to the artificial intelligence. Okay, and then let's go back to down here. We got to update the UI view, and just before that, we can add another func. Func is short for function, and we can make a coordinator, and this will be a coordinator. But we haven't write that coordinate ourselves, so I'm going to just leave it here. Okay, because we are going to write another coordinator code for that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. And then let's write the coordinator. The coordinator basically just some sort of logic that can handle the tap gesture. So I'm going to go here to add add a new file, and that file will be a Swift file, yeah. And let's name it coordinator, coordinator. Okay, so it's coordinate between different files. So let's create it, and foundation, of course. And let's just save it and go here so I can write it more quickly. Okay, so of course it's an AR app, so RealityKit, and import AR kit. Okay, so then this coordinate class, basically it's just AR session delegates, and yeah, let's just write that. So coordinator and as object is just a sort of an inherent name, and AR session delegate. Yeah, I just wait it out. Yeah, it does not automatically this should automatically generate all of that. That's brilliant. But I don't think that's the code that we want. So yeah, sorry about that. Session delegate. Yeah, just wait a few seconds and wait it out to did not get that. Okay, so AR session delegate, did I spell that correct? Session delegate. Okay, so once you got that delegate, you're going to have the AR view here. So yeah, you know which kind of element that you are holding. So I'm going to just use the weak var AR view. Okay, and once I got that, I'm going to use a little bit Objective-C code. So object, this is a decorator. Okay, so object C, and write the function, and I'm going to handle our tab, and then I think this wait a few seconds, and this is a compiler coming up with we got center, do I recognize the last AR view, else return tab location. Yeah, they got a location or raycast. Yeah, I haven't introduced you guys to raycast yet, so I am going to use it different. So let's look at another one. Sender gesture recognizer, frame tab, area else return tab locations, get a location, results. They all use raycasts. Yeah, but I haven't introduced you guys to raycasts yet, so yeah, let's just choose any of it and then just delete a whole bunch of code, because we don't want this sort of a raycast way of doing it unless after I have introduced you guys to raycast. I think maybe just the next video we will introduce that. Right now, let's just let a AR view, and let's just using view will be a self dot view, and if you AR view is using AR view, and then return. Okay, and then we're going to get hold of the location where you this code or already achieved that tab location, which means that if you tap on the on cube, it would just be a cube location cube, and if you tap on fair, it's fair. If you tap on the box, it's box. Okay, so tab location sends I think I used the name sender. Okay, of course, because it's a recognizer, you can say it's the recognizer. Okay, so let me just use the recognizer, cognizer, but the name does not really matter. You can just say recognizer, and the way you refer to it, you do not use sender, you use recognizer. Yeah, it's just some stuff. And once you got that, you can say I want to change the material by using the simple material. Okay, so I can say if our entity equals to our view. Remember, I just let a view here. So view and dot entity tab print name. Yeah, we don't need print it. So let's another. It's just some printing. We don't want that, but this is if and else we can save it. And I don't think we need the else. Okay, so let's just completely delete it. We don't need a print. We want to change material. So we want to change the say we generate the box. We want to change the box. And let's look at it. Let's entity view entity add tab, and we're going to set it as a model entity. Okay, so once I got that, I can change the material. So that's our material. Do not have S, and you can simple material change it. Roughness red metallic. So basically, you tap it, you change that to red. Right now, I think it's sort of default yellow, one of my favorite. Okay, and then you're going to say there to actually apply that material to the entity. And I think once you got that material, you can just get the entity and yeah, change that material to the new material that you used simple material to generate. So it's red. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to get that, apply this code, and let's go back and test this code out. Hopefully you can pass the build and actually work. Okay, fail. Yeah, let me quickly check that. Alright, sorry about that. I think I missed something. Okay, so right now the coordinator do not know about the view, and view does not about the coordinator. So we set of needs to use the context here, and let me grab the context, and let's say that we got the context dot. Yeah, I think I can write it in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, let's go back to our content view right here, and let's go context dot coordinator view AR view. That's brilliant. And so right now the coordinator know about the view, and that's the AR view, right? Because you add that to the context, and then you can add the, remember we get AR view session delegates contents coordinator. That's brilliant. Okay, so the compiler is just yeah, because this code is so common, so it's all let them know each other. Okay, so it's so common that I just add that to here, and yeah, I forgot one thing again is that I think this line of code I just commented out, and then I need to uncomment it because I need to pass in the target and the action. So let's just delete everything else, and so it will automatically fill in the target and action. Okay, so the target will be the context coordinator. That's our coordinator. I think pretty good. And action they use that sort of a selector to select the coordinator handle tab. Okay, so yeah, I think the handle tab we don't need something like this, but let's just make it appear, and the dot handle tab will be suffice. So yeah, just to get rid of all that, so handle tab. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. So we got an action, and using selector to select coordinator dot handle tab. Yeah, a target text coordinator. Yeah, you think there's any problem here? So hopefully you can build. Okay, build successful. So here is the results. So you can see a pretty reflective and metallic golden cube because I choose the color to be yellow. Okay, so it's our 3D space, and when you tap on it, remember if you tap on anywhere else, it won't not change because you need to collide to this golden cube, and it will just become metallic red. And brilliant. When you tap again, it will not change because you just set it just a one-time thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is to further complex this project. Right now is that you got a default yellow, and once you tap it, you just go red. We don't want that. We like to sort of have a random color, random roughness, random metallic, so random boolean value. So yeah, here comes your little trick. Okay, so you go back to app delegates. First you need to initialize the seed of a random. So as you start the application, you start a random seed, and then you can use the random seed inside the coordinator. Okay, so let me just say we add the random thingy here. So that's our random color. Okay, random color. Oh, we don't need a random number because I already got that. You can use UI color. Yeah, but if you use UI color, you need to import this UI kit. I know most of you guys who's familiar with Swift UI will know that UI kit is just a basic library that we had before all the Swift UI. Yeah, and you got the random color. We got, let me just rearrange that. This is a little bit hard for you to see. Red, green, blue, so it's sort of RGB color and alpha. So just plug in this random number and let me automatically generate that. Okay, and yeah. So random number finished, and then we plug this random color to here. Okay, so it will just generate random color based on this random of CG float. And of course you can use the same method to get you random roughness. So random roughness float using that random, and you can say you got a random is metallic, but it's camel casing, so I'm going to capitalize is metallic. Random is metallic will be our D rand, and if you're bigger than 0.5, it will just be true and false. So it's sort of a random true and false. It's sort of a trick. So if you copy that, it's not true, but it's random. Random roughness is not just just random, and color is random color. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's test it out. Alright, the Xcode give me some error saying that the roughness needs to be some like this way. I think this is because the roughness taking not only the float but also taking material scalar parameters, and so sometimes maybe because it can take in say a texture closure, something like that. So yeah, if you want to pass in the float, you need to do it this way. You need to convert that into float literal and pass the material scalar parameter in order to get the roughness. Okay, so yeah, let's test it out. So here is our cube. It's pretty reflective and sort of a yellowy golden color, and if you tap anywhere else, it won't change. Okay, so if we tap on it, it will just become not so metallic, not so reflective. I don't know what kind of color is it, because it's sort of random color, and every time you type it, just bring out the random color RGB color, and the roughness and the metallic thing. You can see this is definitely not metallic. This is a little bit of metallic, something like that in between. Yeah, this is a little bit metallic, reflective. Yeah, the roughness constantly changing as well. So yeah, I think that works pretty well. And yeah, we have Yeah, I think it got a super metallic one, but yeah, this one little bit smooth as well as metallic. Okay. Yeah, you can play around with it. I think it's pretty fun to try it out, and to not only just give you object floating around in your augmented reality, but also it can change material according to the gesture you give. Okay, I think that's already enough for this video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up. I'm trying to apply for YouTube Partner Program. It really helped me a lot. Thank you so much for your support, and bye. See you next video.